The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
What is today? Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, kind of Friday, kind of Christmas Eve. Welcome to the show. Yes.
It is Christmas Eve.
Yes.
The other stuff is kind of.
It is Christmas Eve. You are looking kind of live. It's very dark and dismal and gloomy. It's crummy weather depending on how you look at it because we needed the rain. I just don't know if we needed this much rain. But you're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star of Frisco, Texas, where it is thunderstorming, 61 degrees. The high is 63. The low is 54.
That's Shannon you just heard. Here is Nate.
Yeah.
Chris is in the background. I am Kurt. Jesse's on his way. So in his place for now is our good friend Jazz.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Hi, Jazz.
How are you?
We're good.
Good to see you today.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
You got to
Merry
finish it.
Christmas.
You didn't finish?
Yeah, you got the thing.
He doesn't-
Together. I've got
With a
sidetracked.
sports
Sorry,
equivalent.
That's fine.
Together with a sports equivalent of Braille, people feel us when we speak.
Brought to you
speak.
each and every day by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. By the way, a promo popped up on my Instagram feed with Tyler Smith interviewing our boy Brandon Cooks, brought to you by Wingstop. A Q&A where they are.
Wow.
He's interviewing him, and they're eating wings, and Al Harris stops by and grabs a wing and dips it in ranch and walks off. And
I need to find that.
yeah, let's see if I-
Stealing again. INT. Interception.
there you go. So it is. Kurt, is it your birthday today?
No, it is not.
Nate, is it your birthday?
Not today.
Chris,
Mine's in January.
it's not mine. Mine's in November. Jazz, is it your birthday today?
Yes, it
It's
is.
your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yay.
Thanks, guys.
I didn't know you were a Christmas Eve baby.
Yeah, I was supposed to be born on the 27th, so I came 3 days early.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
So tell us, how did that happen?
I didn't know I had to give the birds and bees talk, Nate.
How old are you today? Are you okay telling that out loud?
Yeah, I'm 25.
20. That's a
25.
great to be 25 again.
So young.
Strong.
That
So
is a
young.
good- How you feel about it? It's a quarter of a century, halfway to 50. You okay
man.
with it?
Gosh, I feel old now.
Yeah.
75% more, you'll be 100.
There you go. There you go. So for those of you that don't know, Jazz is in the back. She produces. Tell everybody what you do in the back.
Produce Girls Talk, Boys Talk.
Okay.
And whenever Chris is out, I'll help out with all the other shows.
And know what you do over there for us on the weekends.
Oh,
When in the back, I mean
Yeah.
like everything in the
okay.
behind
Gotcha.
the scenes. What is your job, basically?
so the title is production assistant, but like an hour ago, we just came from locker room, so we have to shoot stuff. I work the audio board in the control room, camera operating, jib,
Edit still?
edit still. So yeah, I do a lot.
So produce, edit, shoot,
Yeah,
whatever they ask you to do, right? Just
literally.
Jazz is a rock star.
yeah. And you report to who do you report to?
Several
Ross and
people.
Scott.
Roxanne Scott? I am so sorry about that.
They're good people.
And you've been around for a while. They haven't run you off
Yeah,
yet.
my first year was I got here 2021,
Okay.
so I'm like one of the only ones that started that year that are still here.
Yeah, because they ran everybody else off because they're hard people to deal with.
What happened to Tony? You don't know what happened to Tony?
I don't talk to Tony.
Okay.
Oh, talk about that off.
Real quick.
Talk about that off the air. All right.
Yeah.
Do you know the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys?
Oh my goodness, yes. Currently
Both?
Yes, currently.
Currently is Cooper Rush,
Okay. Who
But-
was it before him?
Dak Prescott.
Okay. I was told to ask you that. I'm sure there's a backstory to that.
It is a backstory.
There is.
In my interview in June with Scott, he asked me if I knew the players, and I was like, he was like, "Do you know who the quarterback is?" I was like, "I'm gonna be honest, I'm all for the camera operator stuff."
Right.
I was like, "But I can easily."
I'm not
learn
here to know the players.
Yeah. I was like, I'm here to just, do my job. And I was like, if I need to learn the players, I can learn them. So, I mean,
she knows them
sometimes-
now.
Yeah, they ask me practice squad guys, and I can give it to them.
There
so.
you go.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what? Sometimes those are the best hires because a lot of times you get a lot of fan people in here
Yeah.
and stuff like that. If you're applying for this job for the technical side and all that, sometimes that's a good thing. So, but you learned it, and that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, you probably give her a random number now. She probably know the number, the person's name.
So I'm assuming after that interview, Scott was like, "You should probably go ahead and learn those."
No, when I went home after an interview, I was like, man, I'm not getting this
I
job.
blew it.
I was like, man, I'm not getting this job. And then that's when I got like the email from HR, and I called Scott. I was like, does that mean I got the job? And he was like, yeah. So
You're like, "Okay, I'll learn
yeah.
the team."
Funny thing,
learn
Chris told Scott no.
Oh,
It's true.
Not that you're bitter.
No.
Not that you would ever hold that.
because when she got hired, okay, her job originally was going to be she was to log footage of ours of NFL films and around the league of different players in the league. And if you don't know who the quarterback of the Cowboys is,
Yeah.
it'd be really hard to start logging footage.
You
because it
didn't-
always starts with that guy.
You didn't want somebody screwing up your
Yeah.
database.
I got here during
Okay.
training camp, so
Yeah.
Roxanne and Chris were gone, but they was like, Scott, why? And now they're like my favorite people.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, good. And so you've been here 3 years, huh?
I would let her watch
3
my
years,
kids.
14 yeah, my baby sister babysat his kids for like months.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday. Thanks for jumping
Thanks,
on with
guys.
us while we wait for Jesse. Appreciate you stopping by.
Wow.
Hope he shows up.
Them 3 years now, huh?
Yeah.
He says 5 minutes late, but it's 8 minutes late.
Yeah.
So it's
He's on Jesse time. We know. We all know how that works. So,
All right, I'm out.
all right. Thanks, Jazz.
It was muddy.
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
It
Happy
was muddy in the
holidays.
parks.
Happy holidays. Your hair looks great, by the way. Jazz used to have really long locks.
It's blue.
And blue and green and all, depending on the week. And she decided, how long did you go? Did you cut it off? 2 weeks ago? Oh, nice. Very good. You growing them back?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Do it. See you, Jazz. All right. Nice little way to start the show.
Yeah.
What do you guys have planned today after the show? It's kind of a weird
It
day.
is a weird day. A lot of people aren't here.
Yep.
Very quiet.
Family stuff. You got both of you have family stuff tonight, or do you do all your family stuff tomorrow?
No, we'll have dinner and all. We just got presents to get and wrap and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have
Last minute stuff
last
you
minute
gotta do.
stuff to do. And well,
What do
get a
you
little
do,
cook-
Nate? Do you buy gifts? Does the wife buy everything for you? Do you just
I
get
buy
straight
gifts,
cash, homie?
No, my wife, she, you know, baby, what you need, what you want to do, and she'll tell me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, now, do you want me to go out and buy you a gift, or do you want me to apply to what you want to do? And she said, apply to what I want you, to what I want to do, and that's how I do it. Now, my grandkids, yeah, they getting gifts. My kids, I give them minimal stuff, you know, because they're my youngest boy is about 26, so them days over with. I'm doing more for the grandkids.
Yeah.
And I one of them has a scholarship fund, and I'm praying the other one here soon to get one for his baby, because when they're up until they 9, 10 years old, I want to be able to put into that college fund, and that right there will pay dividends in the future. Whereas that little game they learning right now, that little Nintendo or whatever, y'all, I don't know what the games are. That's gonna go away. But the other thing can help them forever. Look who showed up. Be able to put into that college fund, and that right there will pay dividends.
Yeah, we were here on time. We heard that in live in
heard
person.
that. Yep.
I also heard you got what you said.
What? What did we say?
He on Jesse time. He just.
Oh, you were on just no. In Jesse's defense, I've been running the roads all morning, and people forget how to drive in Dallas. I don't know if it's like that everywhere else. It's just rain.
Way to apologize in the quickest and fast.
Wait, yeah.
Happy
He
birthday,
did that
Jazz.
so smooth.
Happy birthday.
He acted like it was our fault he was late now.
Right.
See, that's how he works.
Yeah.
See how that works?
Yeah.
Our
But I'm
fault
like,
he's
I
late.
love how
That's
smooth
Jesse.
Shannon was.
Hey, that's the politician in the family of Jesse. He's late, and you're late, and then you make us feel bad for saying that you're late.
Shannon, you did that so smooth.
did.
Well, you know, the traffic is so.
It is. I mean, it is. I was out in
It's
it
always
today.
good when someone else can go ahead and just live it up for you, so you don't have to. But now the traffic was It's crazy.
Yeah, people spun out everywhere and wrecked. Oh, it's
I saw
stupid.
2 major wrecks. I was like, all you could do is pray for them, man, and just pray that they wasn't doing anything way out of line to get themselves in
I
trouble.
wonder if it's like that everywhere else in all major cities, or if
Yes,
it's
it
just
is.
Dallas that people.
Yeah.
It's raining.
I think it might be. I think it might be a
everywhere.
Texas thing. Man.
Really? Oh, I thought it was a little more.
Yeah, I think because I mean up north we drive snow, rain, everything. We good.
If it snows or sleets here, game
it's
over.
a wrap.
Stay home.
Stay
home.
I mean,
For
schools
real,
are
man.
shut down.
How many cars did you pass that their flashers were on?
Oh, the entire lit up the entire tollway.
I hate that.
The entire
That
tollway.
drives me
The
insane.
entire tollway.
It's like, dude, it's rain.
And when
Your
the
flashers are on. It's misting out.
when the proper authorities give you a sign 2 miles back to get over, and you continue to ride in the lane that they ask you to get out of, and then a mile before, when the line is long, then you try to force in on the other person who was smart enough to get over. Now we have another wreck a mile back down.
I'm not gonna lie.
There's always a spot.
Yeah.
No. This is just me. Depending on what
Here
part
we
of town
go.
I'm in, right? Depending on what part of town I'm in, is how cautious I drive.
Okay.
When I'm up north, when I'm up in this area, I know everybody got full insurance up here. Like I know. I know that folks. I know
cut
that,
people off.
Yeah, man.
you are like
I know folks on this side of the tollway.
like TMS out there.
Yeah, listen, I know everybody up here. We gonna get out. They gonna have good insurance. They're not gonna give me that fake stuff. They want the police officer to come. We're gonna write this thing out. So I don't really be too worried about people hitting me up this.
So at
Now,
what
when I start
point,
getting
what
to
what road did you say I gotta be careful?
Once I get past Northwest Highway. Once I get past Northwest Highway going south.
Northwest Highway.
Once I get past the Northwest
West
Highway
Highway,
going
yeah.
south.
I was gonna
on
say
the tollway.
635, but you're probably safe there until.
No, because Northwest Highway, that's still Highland Park
Right,
area, right?
right,
Because if you
right.
get off of one of them exits, that's
Yeah.
clear SMU. Once I get past the Northwest Highway exit,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like downtown or something. But
I don't go downtown.
You too
what-
far.
You know what that's
And
called?
plus, you done went too far.
You know what that's called? Situational awareness.
Yes.
Yes.
When I get past the Northwest Highway going south, hands 10 and 2, I'm checking the mirrors. I'm making sure because you get down that close, somebody hits you, they might just leave you there. They might just leave you there, and then you might be facing a situation where they ain't got no insurance at all. They give you a fake insurance card as you keep going in. So once I get north of Northwest Highway exit,
You take more chances.
we out
And
here.
you know what? And you know,
Always a spot.
and you know what he bring out?
What?
The camera.
Documented.
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome to the show. We know traffic was bad, and we basically just killed our first segment. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit of football. I like your outfit, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
He's been
what
2
does it say?
days in a row now.
Yeah.
What does it say?
festive.
It says naughty, nice, whatever.
I like it. Looks very good.
Yep.
Like how you pelvic thrusted there in the camera twice. Wasn't
Three
quite
times.
high
It
enough.
wasn't quite
Flag,
three
bro.
times.
Three times.
3 times you get flagged.
Three pumps.
All right, we'll be
Pumps,
right,
you get a flag.
be right back for the second segment of Hanging with the Boys.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hanging with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Hey, Cowboys fans, a 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. They sure make game day special, and for every purchase of the new Tyson Cowboys Nuggets this holiday season, Tyson Foods will donate $1 to the Salvation Army up to $100,000. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every day by blockchain.com. Thank you, Blockchain. Kurt,
Yeah.
go down the street,
Okay.
visit the roller grill, get you something nice like a glizzy, stick it in your mouth, go finish your Christmas shopping,
Miss Kalisha's definitely not in here today.
fill your gas tank up at Pump 8, and have a Merry Christmas.
And get a big
All
goal.
right.
Yeah.
89 cents.
Oh, big gulps, huh?
There you go. Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Hey,
Thank
guys. Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
you. See you later. Show's over.
See you later.
Thank you, 7-Eleven, for sponsoring our second segment every day. We appreciate it, along with blockchain.com. All right, a few things to get to football related before we kill the last segment of the show. 2020, Coach McCarthy and the Cowboys finished 6-10, but they won 3 of their last 4. And McCarthy has said that he felt that springboarded them into the 2021 season, where they finished 12-5. Do you think the same thing is happening now? They're finishing strong.
I'm sorry.
Will that carry over? Look, I think there's something to that. I don't know how much of that carries over when you have this many guys that may not be here next year.
They're trying to preach that, but I don't know if it's true or not.
Is that lip service? I know we know how you feel about that. You don't think it carries over, but it's good to end the season on if you could win one of these next 2. What if you win both of them? If you win both of them,
Finish 9-8.
if you win both of them at 9 and you finish 9-8 with this team and what's happened, and Jordan Lewis said that the last few weeks, this is the football team we knew we could be. What does that mean? Why haven't you been that? Is it the injuries? Did it take you this long to figure it out? Why just now? If that's who you knew you could be, because you didn't add any players. In fact, you lost a couple. You lost Overshown, and you got Micah back. Tank's still not. Is he gonna? He's not. Is he gonna? Is there any word on him?
Nothing.
Yeah. And then Diggs is, Diggs, we'll get to him in a minute, having bone graft surgery. But why? Why? Is that just something is that just player speak? We knew that we could be this team. Well, okay, what happened?
It's a great question, and I don't know if I have an answer for it. But there is something to be said when you play a carefree level of football, when there is no expectations, when there is no one's looking for you to make some sort of playoff surge, or the expectation of you being this Super Bowl contending team has been off.
Okay, so that's a great point. Both of you guys have been in situations where you've been in high pressure situations where there were expectations, and you've both been in situations where so what if you don't win a game? Like it's, what as the psychology of a player, what makes it different? Like why is the pressure? Does it make you play different? Does it put a
the
different?
media always reacts to what they last saw, and the media, believe it or not, maybe with a few well-placed words from higher ups, that's how they set their expectations. They do it in the networks. If you look at the Dallas Cowboys times of appearance, I mean, I know we the star, but look at the times of appearance of games. How many premier games they have? The league wasn't looking for less than 10 wins. Our media left out of training camp no less than 10 wins. So when it's by the way you play, and then who gets to set the table. That 9 times out of 10, that's the media and the league. That's how it gets set. And those are the expectations that fans will feed off of. On top of, we are the star. We expect nothing less than the Super Bowl. Well, all 32 teams expect less than the Super Bowl, but we have a premier way of promoting that and keeping it alive.
But how does that affect you psychologically? How does it let you play more carefree and loose if there's not expectations, I guess?
It's like you go to the casino. If you go to the casino and you playing with house money, your willingness to throw chips on the table, to throw a little bit more on the to to play black.
I don't normally do this, but I got a couple extra.
I got a couple of chips. I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up. So boom, and that way it's just a level of carefree. Now you go into that casino and you got $300, and you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, this the rent money. You know what I'm saying? So now you playing that blackjack hand a little bit different because the expectation is I have to win, and if I don't win, there are some serious consequences that come with that. And once those consequences kind of fell off the Cowboys after we got to a point of losing Dak Prescott, and it was a far road ahead of you making the playoffs, even though you weren't mathematically eliminated until last Sunday afternoon. The expectations were off, and now guys can go out there and just play. Like no matter what happens, good, bad, or it can't get any worse. You know what I mean? Like we've already seen us at our absolute worst. So now we just got to go out there and just play with no stress, no real, no pent up, nothing. We got house money now. It's not the good end of it, but you see guys playing a lot more freer. You see, Cooper Rush was making, even in the Carolina game, he was throwing some passes that, 2 or 3 touchdowns he threw in the Carolina game should have been picked off. Like, legitimately should have been picked off. But he's just like, okay, he's down there somewhere. You know what I mean?
You don't overthink things. You just go play.
Just go play.
Yeah.
Because what's the worst that can happen?
There's no pressure for, so many guys are playing for next year's contract and that kind of thing.
No, they're just playing hard.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play really hard, and where the chips will fall where they fall.
And usually, I guess if you could get out of that mind game, right, and you play – if you're a good athlete, you're a good or above average professional football player. If you just play hard, play with intensity, and play with instincts, most of the time you're going to perform pretty well.
Pretty well, yeah. And then there's always the aspect of it is like even if I grade out 75%. I know I got some guys on my team who gonna be in the 40s and 50s. So the pressure really ain't gonna be on me. You know what I mean? Like the pressure ain't really gonna be on me at that point in time. But it's a lot of guys who are just playing carefree, man. This just last couple games, and we're gonna be the spoiler. We're gonna just go out here and just throw caution to the wind and see what happens.
The amazing thing about it is it simply put for me is some guys got it, and they just need to be able to play to show it. And some guys, I don't care how hard they play.
Oh, like your boy.
It just ain't going to work.
Your left tackle.
It don't matter how hard he plays.
Just keep giving him more reps.
Yeah. But I'm not about that right about now. I'm not. You know me, Jess. we had 2 players. Now your boy making a comeback. Number 1 making a comeback. My boy ain't making a comeback.
Nah, my boy still ain't making a comeback.
But
He made a play.
He made a play or two, but I'm saying he making 1 or 2 plays a game. That boy with my boy coming in on every third series now.
And whiffing blocks.
Yeah,
and whiffing them.
You like that though? Them rotating him in, or you just like,
because I want to win. I want to win. I like winning more than I do a draft position. I really do.
It's more. It's the season's fun again, especially when you're playing a beat up Philadelphia team that you can
spoil.
You can spoil their season.
Philadelphia gonna be hot and angry.
How about Micah's comments about Philly?
Oh yeah, you read that? Oh.
Yes,
I missed this one.
Yeah, I missed it too.
He basically said,
cussing.
"F Philly."
What?
I'm paraphrasing, but basically, I can't stand them, and their fans are the worst. Is basically what he said, and he said, "F Philly," and I'm like, what happens if you pull a Saquon and they won't forget that up there. Like they probably forget pretty quick.
If he's playing at a high level,
they probably forget pretty quick.
But this is what I believe.
See if you can pull it up, Kurt.
I'm with you all the way, number 11. Line up on the other side of the right tackle, and you will prosper. Okay?
Not up against Lane
Don't
Johnson.
go over there to the right tackle and say, yeah. Oh, hold on, bro. Yeah. You ain't got but 1 sack in 8 games. Come on.
Do you have it, Kurt?
Yeah, pretty much what you said. At this point, it's F Philly now. Even if we get eliminated, like I got to crush Philly, F them. I hate them now.
Yeah,
I've seen them talk so much on social media.
Yeah, social media thing. I thought it was the fans, but social media. But yeah, if you could spoil that,
he had that little spout early this year with C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh yeah,
remember where he was like, I don't even know, like he plays, like he went that route, and C.J. was like,
the Des Bryant.
Yeah,
you know what, man? What's your name? I don't even know your name, but you know mine.
I used to hate that. I used to hate that.
What?
Who knows you? Thank you for all the players back in my day for allowing me to make a name on you. Because I was not known. I used to be that guy. Who knows? Nate, who? You talking about the fat guy they want to cut every year? I mean, I used to be getting grilled. And then all of a sudden, the ties changed.
I told y'all my story when I lined up against, we were playing Washington and D'Angelo Hall. And it's funny, he and I did a camp 2 years ago in Tennessee, small city in Tennessee. And I lined up against D'Angelo Hall, and he was up in press. And I guess he kind of like walked up on me in press, and he looked at me. He kind of did one of those like you know how a dog be like, right.
yeah.
And he looked at me and he said, and he just started backing up, and he said, "It's a run." He said, "It's a run. They ain't passing this sorry the ball."
No, they don't.
Swear to God. And I was like, damn.
How'd you know it was a run?
But it ended up not being a run. And I ran a 17-yard out route and caught it for a first down.
There you go.
And I just ran on to the side of the other side. And I was like, I got the side. I was like, damn. That hurt. He had zero respect for a guy. He looked at me and he kind of cocked his head to the side. Like, 16. I ain't see him on the Sky Report. It's a run. It's a run. They ain't passing the ball to this sorry mother. And I brought it up in the what's called. He was like, "I'm sorry, man." He said, "Man, you know how it is."
During the game.
He's like, "Man, when you in the heat of competition, man, you'll say anything to anyone."
He used to talk too.
Yeah. So
That's all.
But I didn't have that luxury. Did you ever talk noise? I never had that luxury because every guy's face was better than me. I'm like, man, I ain't finna fight it.
I ain't gonna get him riled up.
I'm doing everything I can to hold on to this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever talk trash? Anybody get under your skin? Or you don't seem like much of a talker. You just seem like after you put them in the ground, you might say something,
but love talker.
Went out there and did your job, huh?
That's it, brother.
You were the Kurt of special teams, huh?
Yeah,
that surprises me. I'm saying you guys talk so much. It surprises me that
the only way I was gonna get after you is that you hit Troy late. A clean sack is a clean sack. Never got mad about that because that was my fault. But to hit him late, or to just jump on the pile on top of him, just because you want, you think did something. I wasn't having that.
Did y'all ever have any good brawls?
Yeah, we had one. We lost it. It was against Philly when we gave it them 11 sacks. We tried to fight him. We tried. And I know that if you're getting beat physically doing your job, don't try to fight.
That don't make no sense. Like, I never understood that. Like that, not just like that situation, but like a lot of times you like, wait, dog, like you want to fight now?
Yes.
Like what? Where was this aggression when like?
Before with the whistles, between the whistles.
Yeah, like you look at a couple weeks ago when they had all the rivalry weeks, the end of the season bowl game, not bowl game, but the end of the college games, right?
Yes.
And everybody want to fight. And I'm like, no, you have 4 quarters to get this aggression. Now you super mad because they plant a flag. You should. They were going to do that 4 quarters ago.
Right.
Where was that energy at then? I'm like, Carolina did it and Michigan did it, and I was like, why? Wait, you weren't this mad while the game was actually going on? You willing to get charges and spray with mace after the game over a flag plant, and when you had an opportunity to pile drive him for 4 quarters?
Nah, man, I ain't have like I'll you hear me say this forever. I didn't have but so many plays per game, and I did not want to reach that limit. You talking about somebody talking about when they say overtime? You talking about a brother we hurt? We mean that we couldn't win this?
Regulation.
There was a link I sent y'all a few weeks ago. I'd never seen this video before, but it was Cowboys and the Giants.
James Washington.
James Washington. They were like going at it. It looks like it started with Michael.
Right.
And they're in the end of the end zone or somewhere, and like the teams are around them. There's a lot of people in the field, and they're going out. And James Washington takes a 4-foot tripod from a cameraman with a camera still attached to the end of it, leaning back like he's going to swing on somebody. I'm like, man, times have changed. Like, can you imagine? And the caption said, "No flags."
They no flags.
No flags on that play. So, all right, let's take our last break. When we come back, I don't know. Tune in and figure out what we're talking about. On Hanging with the Boys. We'll be right back.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hanging with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle?
Visit blockchain.com/cowboys to get started.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouth-watering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the last segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by Jigsaw, the official dating partner.
Almost got you.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, got hung up there. So tell me a little bit about this this surgery on Diggs, Kurt. What's the latest?
It sounds bad. I don't know how.
I don't know what a bone graft is.
Well, they described it. It's like
Chris, what's
something
a
with the
graft?
bone, and it's something like filling a pothole. I guess they take bone or something from under some area and they patch it up. It's supposed to make it stronger. I don't know.
You better preface that with, I'm not a doctor
Yeah,
or
well,
a trainer,
I'm
because
just
if
what I
Britt's
read.
listening, you'll get a text and be
Yeah.
like, when did you get your certification, Kurt?
No, just what I read in the Dallas Morning News. Sorry, Brett. But it's the same knee. So they're supposed to be kind of two different things, but it's the same knee. So it makes you wonder, is this going to be a
Long-term deal?
thing? I don't know. It's kind of scary for him.
It's scary.
So to have the ACL and the bone graft in the same knee.
Same knee. He won't be back till the start of the season. Next year, miss training camp next August. And
Do not.
I don't think we've yet, and I could be wrong, but have we had anybody that kind of finished ahead of schedule? Like anytime we have a timeline, there's never I can't remember, and I could be wrong, but everyone's like, oh yeah, they'll be back this date. And next thing you look up, that date comes and it's like, well, not quite ready just yet.
Still the only one.
Still
was the only one. Well, he should have probably took his time. He probably should have he probably should have took his time.
Yeah, they were saying 6-8 weeks on Lawrence, and he's done for the year. Of course, foot problems can be.
But Lawrence is looking at something else too.
He's like, shh, no need for me to come back and hurt this thing. We got
Let me make sure it's double healed.
Yeah, so when I get out here in these free agent streets, I'm healthy. I'm fully healthy.
Y'all brought up a good thing to think about. You brought up the left tackle, or you brought up the left tackle, your boy, and then you brought up the wide receiver, number one. So you've got positions of need now based off of development of players, right? So you got offensive line, you got wide receiver that nobody's really stepped up, and Brandon Cooks, do you bring him back? Do you go look to upgrade there? Then you've got running back Rico, right? Mm-hmm. You got a pretty solid running back there. And then you address some of these, and then defensive line always is somewhere where you want to get some depth, and then cornerback. But let's just say for the draft, wide receiver, running back, defensive line, and offensive line, how would you rank those needs as far as like 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Say it again.
Offensive line, defensive line, running back, and wide receiver. Your number 2 wide receiver.
Offensive line, defensive line, receiver, running back. For me,
that's what I would say.
If you can't protect the guy that you're paying $60 million to,
what are you doing?
You're screwed.
Yeah,
you're screwed. I mean, that it starts there.
Yeah,
it starts with the offensive line.
So what we always say up front on both sides.
Yeah, and like I said, for this team, and not just this team, many teams. If Dak is what he is. Okay, mm-hmm. He's what he is.
Like it or not, you signed him. You got him.
What he is.
Right.
He's not Lamar Jackson. He's not Josh Allen. He's not Patrick Mahomes in the level of mobility. He is what he is. And now your job is to say, we know what he is. Let's give him a level of protection so that whatever he is, he can be the very best of that possible. Because if you're starting to ask him, and clearly we have to stop. We have to stop saying run and can't. Like this. So now what you need to do is you need to find a way how we're going to be able to protect him so that he can be the pocket passer that he needs to be, so that he can be comfortable in the pocket, so that he can deliver the ball down the middle of the field, because that's his throw. His throw's not to the outside. Not that he can't make those throws, but those aren't his throws. That's not where he dominates at. He dominates when he's able to throw the ball in between the hashes. So let's keep him upright. Let's give him time, and let's protect that. That's line 1. Then line 2 is, all right, cool. We just scored a touchdown. How do we prevent the other team now from running it back down our throats? Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about the teams that are equal to or better than you.
That's right.
How do we give ourselves a distinct advantage up front? Because if you're going to have young linebackers that you think that can thrive, and again, you do not forget this. Everything that Marist Liufau is this year, he's going to have to be better next year, because now there's film on him. You're no longer sneaking up on anybody. You're now a part of the game plan. You're now a part of the offseason defensive coordinators. When you look at the schedule, we know kind of who we play. We don't know when we play them, but those defensive coordinators, when they get into the thing, they're going to start saying, okay, this is how we defeat a guy like that. Well, I don't know when Damari and Overshown will be back. I don't know if Eric Kendrick will be back, whoever the other linebackers will be. right? You will now be prepared for. People are coming into the game now looking at you and say, here's where his weaknesses are. So that's going to be a thing that you're going to have to, and that's the part about the league every single year. How can you develop your game to overcome now being scouted? When you're a rookie, there isn't much tape on you. I don't care what you did in college, that shows attributes of what you do. But when you get into the system and how the system uses you, now coaches go and say, oh, okay, so he's used this way under this coach and this defense. This is how we defeat that. Or this is the ways that we'll try to use to defeat that. So that has to be, to me, line number 2 is being able to get some push up front and keep those other guys around you clean.
Speaking of Liufau, he got the green dot with Kendricks out.
No, he didn't.
He did not get the green dot?
Mm-mm. Nick Vigil got the green dot.
Oh.
I thought I read it was. Sorry, I thought I read it was.
Got some bad information.
No, it was not Vigil.
Was it not Visual?
No. No.
Do we know
It
who
was Liufau.
It was Liufau?
Liufau had it, but there's they can designate it for 3 people.
Okay. Really?
It was Liufau, Vigil, and Clark. But most of the time it was Liufau.
So you can switch it out between those 3 during the game?
Depends on who is in the game.
Depends who's in the game.
Depends on who's in the game.
So you can only, you can't just say, hey, I need 5 guys. You can't do that. You got to do 3 guys.
And then if number 1's not in,
they can switch. They can swap helmets.
Right.
Is there more to it than just relaying a message?
You have to line the guys up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the person that you designate that not only has to line everybody up, but play at a high level at his position. You know, a lot of times, you want to give this guy this responsibility, but he can't even line himself up. So he's not only got to line up that front line and his linebacker's possibility and deal with the motions
and
checks. And when that mic go off, he still got to be able to communicate and do his job.
What is it, 15 seconds before the play that they shut it off?
I think so. The play clock is down to 15, so it starts at 40.
And then it automatically shuts off?
40.
I think the reason why they did with Liufau is because Vigil's out pretty much every week he has a foot injury he's been running through. So they want to get those, the person who's calling it in his head during the week, during practice. So,
I guess in some ways I thought maybe, he's telling what the play is, and at that point those guys know where to go and line up. But I guess there's shifts and all that he has to help.
Yeah, the checks for sure. Yeah.
All right, before we get out of here,
I laugh because you can get people the original, you can say 4-3, power to the right, and those little adjustments can be devastating because they can either get you out leveraged, as we call it. If you got a tight end that wasn't over there and shifts over, and you're a defensive end and you need to get in the middle of that tight end, and that in between the middle of the tight end and the tackle, or get to that outside because you have no safety help or no corner help, you got to know this. And sometimes us big uglies up front, we get comfortable, and then you got to go out there. You see them slapping them on the butt. Yeah, man, you got to get out there, dog. You got to, Yeah.
Do they play games where do you look at the clock and when it gets below 15, the mic shut off and you change something on the offense where they have to make their own adjustment?
Because the defense does that more than the offense.
Yes.
So like the defense will try, they'll know, okay, I can see the clock. So if the secondary a lot of times, all right, if we're gonna spin our coverage, we're gonna look like we're in a cover 2, but at the snap of the ball or as close to as possible, we're gonna then shift down to a cover 1 to throw you off. Because if you disguise it too much and there's too much time on the clock, now I adjust. So offensively, you kind of just try to make your check, then the defense makes their check. You got to go with it. You know what I mean? Like you come out there and you try to see, okay, what are they in? And that's when you see guys go kill. Because now I've decided what they're in, I need to change my play call. The defense is the one that tries to hold on to the very end. Or you'll see the Cowboys, they'll line up in that AA gap situation, and guys, they'll try to sit in there as long as possible and try to confuse you because linemen are making counts. Here, Roger, Louis, going, and now they try to hold, and then the last second they back out of there and try to throw the number off.
Like Vita Vea?
Yeah, like Vita Vea. They try to confuse you. They try to confuse you a little bit.
Yeah. All right, fellas, what are you doing for, I guess, the holidays tonight and tomorrow, since we won't be here tomorrow? Anything special planned? Just spending time with family? Anything crazy?
Games, watching the games.
Oh, yeah, games.
Football
games,
tomorrow.
aren't there?
Football and basketball.
That's basketball,
tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Got two good football games tomorrow, too.
Who's playing tomorrow? I don't
I
even
think
know.
Chiefs, Pittsburgh, Baltimore,
Houston.
Good
Oh,
football games.
so we'll have good football on Thursday for once.
No,
Or Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's so weird having football.
The
on
NFL
So weird.
this year would have played on every
day?
single day except
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
That's wild. And you know what? Eventually they'll.
They're trying to get. They like. Remember, Christmas used to be the NBA's runway.
Yep.
They're like, nah.
The NFL was like,
Hold my beer.
hold that, brother.
Saturdays
Yeah.
used to be only college.
Yeah.
Nah.
we
Fridays used to be high school galore.
Not only are we
Nah.
going to play on Christmas, we're going to give you 2 games, and they're going to be
Good games.
Good games.
Yeah, like we're not giving you Jaguars,
Yeah.
Colts.
Yeah.
And people go, you know what? I might go over and watch the basketball game. They like, nah, we're giving you prime time Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. We're giving
Play
you
all
CJ Stroud.
Position
Yeah.
in football.
So I feel so, and the NBA is already struggling with viewership. That just makes it even more tougher.
Everybody shooting threes.
Yeah.
Golly, I mean, one team shot 53, man, it still was under 30%. Come on,
Speaking
man.
before we got out of here, I thought it was pretty dope. Did you when you watched the who did Philly play Washington this week, and you saw Jalen Carter, and this is offensive lineman, defensive lineman games, and like Jalen Carter's down in his stance, and he looks at the guard and he says, "He light."
Yeah.
And he knew that. Oh,
Yeah.
you light, you pull it.
Yeah.
So now he's like, if I could just beat this guy coming down to block me,
Right.
and then he beats the guy.
Yeah.
And causes a fumble.
When you say
on the
you're
running
light,
back.
that means you're kind of sitting back on
sitting
your
back on your hunches, man.
And a lot of times you see some guys you could always tell by the way your fingers were pressed
Right.
into
Yeah.
the ground.
If your fingers were white.
If your fingernails, if it started being like the whatever that color is, and they're like, oh yeah, you ain't really dug in. You light. And he called it out, and he said he got the stance. And he said,
Did you see when he tried to catch the?
that's the second time he's trying
tried to do that.
Yeah.
He's gonna do that
He's
one
gonna catch
time.
one. He's gonna catch one.
He tries to catch the spike.
I try to
Yeah,
tell y'all
when
about
they
number
spike the
98.
ball, he dives underneath
new Fletcher
the
Cox, baby.
the center's legs and tries to catch the ball as the quarterback
Is he
spiking it down.
He said he saw some kid do it in high school, like on a YouTube video.
I wonder if he
I'm gonna start
practices
trying that.
Yeah. Last year he did it, and then this year
Fletcher Cox.
he's close. He's close.
That's your new guy?
Bro.
We gonna get tired of hearing about him?
Oh, if he could ever get number 90,
have to start
number 93
really
is good too.
driving.
But if he can ever get number 90 to join the party, how you gonna deal with them?
Be tough.
Thank God that everybody plays on a different level. Because you had 3 of those things up there.
No show tomorrow. We will be back, I guess.
I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, I'll show you how to turn everything on.
No. I say I'll be here. I ain't say I'll be doing no show. I'll be here.
What are you doing?
Trying to see if anybody left some money in the locker room free. You know?
Oh, you go rummaging?
No, I'm just joking.
You here
man.
for the lunch?
Yeah.
Thursday, I guess we'll double dip on Thursday, huh?
Sounds
Offense
good.
and defense.
Yeah, we'll double.
Be ready, Jeff.
Speaking of double dips.
You need Mr. Delight again today?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, baby.
Look at that.
$10.
Yeah.
Shows up 10 minutes late and he gets double paid.
Listen,
Man, I like that.
Favor ain't
I
fair.
like it. I like
Favor
it.
ain't fair.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys.
Jimmy Johnson said everybody get treated the same. Everybody get treated fair. Not everybody
Chris,
get
I
treated the
love
same.
you, but you took the triple. I used to do a triple.
Oh, yeah.
Chris took the-
He's already done a double dip today. I can't get 3 Nates in the
Oh, you
row,
went
man.
to used to get 3 days in a row. You're like, yeah.
You got to mix it up a little bit.
No, all
gotta
the
mix
Fridays,
it up
like, I
a
don't know if
little
I'm gonna
bit.
be here Friday. I mean, they hit about 5 shows.
Yeah. You catch me, I'll be on Girls Talk, Boys Talk.
So hey, here's a dilemma. Here's a dilemma. So I've got on Friday, just behind the scenes. So Bill and Everson are out on Friday. Some people are like, "Oh well, Nate'll do it." Won't you guys throw Jesse on there? I'm like, "Yeah, let's do that."
Yeah.
Okay.
That $10.
Jesse, you want to do that?
You know what?
Friday?
Man, Jesse will be looking. Jesse will be staring.
I'll be waiting.
I'm
You know,
looking for-
you know how I'll
Kurt
be
should do
waiting.
it.
I'll be waiting for the
Kurt, you want a
moment
double
to
dip?
pounce.
Yeah.
I'll be
Kurt's like,
waiting.
"Nah,
to
I'm
pounce."
good."
Like what?
Only
What
if
you
you're that
said?
desperate.
That would be good radio.
Great radio.
Because he'll go against everything he say.
Yeah.
Just for the fun of it.
Believing in it or not. Huh?
Believe it or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Derek, like I already listen. I gave you grace one time. I ain't gonna double back on this thing again.
Jesse, Nate, Kurt, great seeing you guys. Have a wonderful
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air and everything you do. Jazz, happy birthday.
Happy
Josh,
birthday.
thanks for keeping them company.
Josh.
We will be back Thursday to talk Cowboys, Eagles on Hanging with the Boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!